Alright guys, we are back for segment number 10 of my 2026 Easter special. We just did a game of Mario Tennis for the Nintendo 64, and that was a whole lot of fun, and we were able to pull off a very good successful win on that. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Mario Party 3 for the Nintendo 64. Let's see how well we do on this game. Alright, so let's of course choose my file. And we'll go to party mode. Alright, so like always we'll go to Battle Royale. Alright, one player. They'll play as Mario as always. Okay, so for our computer players, let's take on Wario, Yoshi, and Daisy. And we're going to put the computer players on normal difficulty, no handicap. And for the board that we're going to play on for this segment, let's play on Woody Woods. We'll do 20 turns. We'll of course have all mini games, and we'll have bonuses on. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's see who's going first. I'm going third. Alright, so Yoshi is going first. Wario's going second. I'm going third. And Daisy's going last. Alright, where's the first star gonna be? It's right there. Alright, let's get this party started. Alright, Yoshi's starting off with 1. Alright, let's go to Wario. And he gets a 1 as well. Alright, my turn. 4. And Daisy ends up with a 6. Alright, so we're going to do a 4-player minigame to start off. Frigid Bridges. Alright, let's do this. Got it! So just like that, we made it through that first minigame without even messing up wads. I'll certainly take that. Alright, let's get into turn number 2 now. And of course the directions of the arrow signs change after every turn. Alright, 3 for Yoshi this time. So let's see what Wario gets now. 5. Alright, now it's back to me. 3. Alright, we'll head this way. Alright, let's see what you got for me, baby Bowser. Okay, I'll go for a reverse mushroom. I won for Daisy. And it looks like she's not going to buy anything right now in the item shop. Alright, time for another 4-player minigame, and this time we're playing Picture in Perfect. Certainly really love this one. Alright, we're doing Toad's face. Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's see if we can possibly get a perfect score. No. Oh, we couldn't get the eyes right. But it looks like me and Daisy tied the win overall on that. So it wasn't too bad. I won for Yoshi right there. And Wario also gets the won. He's not buying anything right now in the item shop. I get an 8. Oh, we get to see this tree over here. I got the 4 fruit, so I do get to roll again. Alright, there's a 10. Alright, so I'm gonna head this way. Alright, I'm not gonna change the direction of the arrow size around right now. Daisy gets herself a 7. Now she gets to see the tree over here. And she does get another turn, so she got the 4 through. Alright, 5. Alright, what kind of minigame do we have next? Mario's Puzzle Party. I'm always not the best at this one, but I still find it pretty fun. But let's see what happens. Okay, that was a good combo right there that I just did. Oh boy, there's a ton of blocks on my area right now. Oh boy, this is really getting pretty intense. Oh, I didn't want to put it there. Gosh dang it. Looks like Daisy got out. And Yoshi wins it. I wasn't even anywhere close, but I still tried. I ate for Yoshi. It looks like he's buying a cellular shopper. Alright, Wario gets a 2. I end up with a 7. Oh, we get to play our mini game. And it's Bobbin Balloons. Oh, there's a magic lamp in play. I sure would really like to get that. But let's see what happens. Oh, man, I missed. I just unfortunately had the wrong timing of when I shot that arrow, but it happens. Alright, 5 for Daisy, and she's gonna lose some points on the red space. Alright, 1 versus 3, and it's gonna be Coconut Kong. Alright, I have Yoshi and Wario as my teammates. Let's go! Oh, sorry about that, Yoshi. Ah, dang it! Again, I did not mean to squish Yoshi like that. Oh, come on, we only have 5 seconds left. Yes! We just barely got Daisy right on time. That was close. Alright, now let's go into the next turn. And it looks like Yoshi's gonna bring out a cellular shopper already. He's calling Baby Bowser shop. Oh, really? Why are you not buying anything after you just bought your cellular shopper, Yoshi? You're an idiot. Alright, 2 for Wario. Alright, we're gonna end up with a 5. Alright, so anyways, looking at the map right here, if I were to go to the right, I would have to go in the opposite direction compared to where the star is. But if I do head down, I could still have a chance to get over there possibly. So I'm gonna have to go that way. Alright, 5 for Daisy. And it looks like she's gonna pay 5 coins to switch the directions of the arrow signs around. Alright, time for a 4-player minigame. Oh, god dang, and now we're playing The Beat Goes On. This is always a very challenging minigame right here that I cannot stand too much. But let's just see what happens here. So Daisy's going first. Alright, now over to Wario. Alright, Yoshi's turn. Alright, over to me. Alright, very nice. Now let's go back to Daisy. And she's out. Alright, see how Wario does this time. Oh, he's out. Now it's down to me and Yoshi. Alright, we got it. now it's done. And to be honest, that was actually one of the easiest the beat goes on that I ever played right here. It just wasn't really all that difficult for the kind of pattern I had to follow along. Alright, 6 for Yoshi. And from what I've seen right here, all because of the fact that Daisy paid to switch the directions of the arrow signs around, it's going to prevent me from having a chance to try to get to the star. But I do have a reverse mushroom, so I could still maybe possibly have some good luck with that, but we will see. Wario just got some additional coins from the tree right here, and with that reverse mushroom that I do have, I'm going to go ahead and bring that out right here, and I'm going to use that on myself. And with this kind of move, I gotta hope that I roll something low here. Alright, well it's only a 2 right there, so I guess I will say that was a pretty good move that I had with it. So anyways, I'm gonna go that way. Alright, 3 for Daisy, and she lost some coins on the red space. Alright, we're doing 1 versus 3, and it's gonna be Thwompole. And I'm a solo player on this, so it may be a little bit tough for me to try to win, but let's see what happens here. Oh, looks like I still barely got it! How about that? It was a very close race right there for how it turned out, but I'm glad I still barely made it to the end first. Alright, Yoshi gets an 8. Oh boy, he's paying 5 coins to switch the directions of the arrow signs around. Oh, this can't really be all that good for me for where I'm at. I gotta hope I try to roll something low here. Alright, Yoshi's buying a warp block. Alright, Wario's getting an 8. Alright, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna go that way. And that'll make me land on a happening space. So I will bring the direction of the arrow sign back over to the right. Alright, so Daisy's seeing the tree. Let's see what she gets. Looks like she's getting extra coins. And we are doing a 4-player mini game. Rock and Raceway. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, we definitely got this. Well, I was a tenth of a second off right there, trying to beat my record, but I'm glad I was still able to get a very good time out of that. Yoshi's gonna bring out his warp block. Looks like he's gonna switch places with me. 5. And he lost some coins on the red space. Alright, 2 for Wario. And he's gonna pay to switch the directions of the arrow sides around. Alright, 6 for me. Alright, let's see what Daisy's gonna roll here. A 2. And it looks like she's landing on the bank with nothing in there. Alright, we got a 1 versus 3 minigame for this one. Oh, ridiculous relay. Not a big fan of this one right here, especially for how tough it is on the team side. And speaking of the team side, I'm unfortunately on that side right here, so I'm pairing up with Wario and Daisy. I definitely don't see us winning this right here for sure, because the solo player always has a good advantage of winning this particular mini game. Yeah, Yoshi's got it. It's going to be a 3 for Yoshi. It's not paying to switch the arrow sides around. And he just landed on a Bowser space. It's 15 coins for Bowser. Wario gets a 1. I end up with a 3. I gotta deposit 5 coins in the Koopa Bank. And it's time for a battle mini game. Oh boy, 50 each. There's a lot of money at stake right here, but let's see what we're gonna play. Oh boy, Merry Go Chomp. We unfortunately have to deal with one of these luck-based mini games, but let's see how it plays out. Alright, I will pick blue. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! I'm already out already. That was just not good. Alright, nobody's on red, so the wheel is going to be spinning again. And Yoshi's out. Alright, it's up to Daisy and Wario right now. Looks like it's Wario that gets it. So, I unfortunately end up with no money at all right there, but there was just nothing much I could do about it. Hi, 1 for Daisy right there. Now she's answering the question. Oh, she gets all the mushrooms she can carry. Alright. Alright, we got a 1 versus 3 minigame here, and it's Handline and Sinker. I paired up with Wario and Daisy for this one. Let's see what happens. Oh, Wario's out. Ah, dang it. Of course Yoshi gets me right there. Alright, it's off to Daisy to try to save us. Nope, Yoshi got it. I just had a feeling he would win that minigame, because usually the solo player has a very good advantage of winning that one. Alright, well Yoshi's ending up with a 1 right there. And it's going to be a 3 for Wario. Alright, over me. And we get a 6. Alright, well Daisy is going to use one of her mushrooms. 3. And 10 for a total of 13. Alright, we're going into a 4-player minigame, and this time we're playing Awful Tower. I know some of my good friends out there don't really like this minigame too much, but I've gotten a whole lot better at it as of recently, so I think it should be pretty capable of trying to win it, but we'll see. Okay, we got it. Now that is how you do it. Oh, we're on the last 10 turns right now, and literally past the halfway point in the game, and nobody even has any stars at this moment. This is getting pretty interesting. Alright, 9 for Wario. He can't go for the gate right now since he doesn't have a skeleton key. It does land on a happening space, which makes that Arrow sign change direction. Alright, 6. Alright, I'm gonna go to the left. Alright, back at Baby Bowser's shop. And, I think I'm gonna go for a Boo Bell this time. Now I land on this happening space, which makes that arrow sign change direction. And Daisy's gonna use another one for mushrooms. 5. And 3 for a total of 8. Alright, she does get to see this Boo over here. Oh, come on! Why are you even taking away some of my coins when I'm not in first? That's bull crap. That's gonna be 21 coins that Daisy's taken away from me. And doesn't look like she's going to buy anything at this item shop. And she lost some coins as well in the red space. Now it's time for a 2 versus 2 minigame. Picking Panic. Alright, so I got Daisy as my teammate right here. Alright, here we go. Oh, wow, I actually somehow barely grabbed that cherry there. That was lucky. Alright, time's up! And we get the win! That was awesome. Alright, so 1 for Yoshi. He's getting him blocked. Oh boy! He's getting a magic lamp from that. Oh boy. This could really shake things up quite a bit from here. Alright, Wario's paying to switch the directions of the arrow signs around. Alright, it's my turn. And we end up with a 3.